What is happening, y'all? Welcome back to the Bass Leader channel. We are down here today in southeastern Georgia, beautiful southeastern Georgia. Actually looking at a rainbow behind me right now. Beautiful weather today to be filming. I figured I'd take advantage of it. Tomorrow we got a full day out, but it is going to be crummy weather, gray skies, rainy skies, windy, and you best believe that it is not going to be fun filming time. So I'm going to knock out an awesome video today. During that, you already know by clicking on the title, a lot of you guys up there in the north are getting still slammed with that winter weather, and I gotta say I'm sorry for it. Our short sleeve season down here in the southeast, and as that goes on, we are pushing further and further into the spring season. So what we have today is just a big old bin of a tackle gear up. Essentially, it's just a big unboxing video for you guys today. Got a couple $100 in product that I'd like to show you. This is like 3 or 4 different orders too. This isn't like one order at one time. It actually come in over the course of a couple of days. So I got it all together and I wanted to do one big kind of like blowout unboxing for you guys here. So this will kind of help you guys coming into the spring season, maybe give you some different ideas on baits. I know myself, I like kind of venturing out, seeing what other guys are throwing, what other guys like throwing around this time. So that's kind of what I'm doing for you today. Now before we jump right into it, I do have the whole tailgate here spread out with a couple different, tackle stuff. I got everything from soft plastics to line to terminal tackle, but I am filming 2 videos kind of in one spectrum today. I got my first Mystery Tackle Box Pro to show off today, so I'm going to be doing kind of 2 of those Mystery Tackle Box film, and I'm I decided to incorporate into this whole gear up as well, feeling like it's just a good rhythm to keep up with, but I might space them out pretty good. So but just kind of some of that behind the scenes stuff that some people might not catch on to, but here we go. So we're gonna start here to the right with some terminal tackle, and the first up are the Matsuo angled grip treble hooks. These things are on sale at the Ollie's liquidation store down here by me, the town I live in. 99 cents. That is a 5-pack. Next is the VMC Weedless Nico. I actually have the other hooks in my terminal tackle box because of an event I fished over the weekend with the Neko rig. So those hooks, adding them. Some of the Mustad feather treble hooks, which are awesome on the back of a topwater, back on a bigger, bigger style of jerkbait, especially when a topwater bait kind of sits. Things like the Lucky Craft Sammy, they sit with the butt down of that topwater bait. So having that feather on that back hook gives that fish something else to kind of keen in up on when it's sitting in the water column. Got some of the KVD grip treble hooks, which are awesome on the back of rattle traps. Really enjoy these as well. And then the Big Bite soft plastic hooks from Mustad. Can't go wrong with them. They're awesome on the back of a tent. They're awesome on a 10-inch worm, bigger speed worms. Really good for large soft plastics, throwing offshore grass, hydrilla, which we're getting into that bite as well. Next we have the Bagley Shallow Balsa Minnow. This thing is pretty tiny and it is balsa, so it is it's pretty light. So it's a sweet, awesome, kind of natural shad style pattern with the black dot along its body. Definitely gonna have to be thrown on a spinning rod. You're gonna have Bad News Bear written all over it, thrown it on a bait caster, but definitely a jerk bait that will get some action. Not so much in Florida, but it'll get some action here in Georgia. Not so much in, going a little south, crossing the line into Florida, but it's a bait that will get you some bites on some tough days. I think we can all pretty much agree we enjoy this bag right here with clear packaging on the inside, not to mention pretty much the greatest scent to ever come into the fishing game. And this is the Rage Lizard in watermelon red. You cannot even beat watermelon red. Very versatile color. You got tons of different applications you can throw it in. So that guy is sick. You break apart those appendages and you've got pretty much the nastiest lizard to hit the market. Appendages just going nuts. So that thing is obviously great on beds for some of you guys that are going to go through your first couple of spawning fish waves here shortly. Here down in Florida and Georgia, we've pretty much kind of retired from the spawn bite for right now. Going into South Carolina, North Carolina, those waves are coming through. So lizards are great on beds. They're also great dragging on offshore grass on a Carolina rig. So another good bait to keep around. Going to our offshore bites, 1/4 ounce drop shot weights are pretty much a must. Helps you fish deeper water, helps you keep contact on the bottom. The more you can keep that bait on the bottom and keep it in the strike zone there, more bites you will get. So with all that kind of, mixed baits, terminal tackle, things of that nature, it's gonna swing us right into now a tackle warehouse order I had put in. There's definitely some stuff needed to load up on, and what better way than to put $50 worth in a cart and hit free shipping, right? So we're gonna talk about some of those and we'll get right into it. These are the Grande Bass 6.5-inch air tail wigglers. I knew I was choking up words there. I knew I was a little wrong. Got them in 2 different colors. Got them in Trophy Hunter, which is like a June bug watermelon swirl. And then standard watermelon red, like I said, I have so much water that I can apply watermelon red to. Shaky heads here in Georgia, and when I get back south to Florida, I can drag them on a Carolina rig, Texas rig them, or shoot, I can throw them on deep clear offshore grass lakes on Eco rig. So these things are awesome. I saw these just kind of going through worm, scrolling through the worm aisle of Tackle Warehouse, so a new worm. So this is the Trophy Hunter color. You can see it's got the watermelon red belly with the June bug top, and I've already kind of messed around rigging it. I got some smaller O-rings, which we're gonna get to, but the tail is completely hollow. It's got a whole air bubble in there. That's gonna bring us right in here to the O-Wacky Ring O-rings. I got 25 of the size 9s. Now the size 9s are good for trick worms and any kind of finesse style worm, whether it be a 4-inch finesse worm, a 6-inch, an 8-inch, but kind of these smaller, still bulkier finesse worms. You know, they're not the robo worm size, but they're not as big as like a 5-inch Senko per se. So size inch, if you're thinking of that for an eco rig, I took a swing on it, and that was exactly why I bought these, to push this info out to you. 6.5-inch worms, size 9 O-rings, you're ready for an eco rig. When I'm throwing a white rig, I like to get really crazy, throw some rattles in there as well. So I got some glass rattles from Venom Lures. These are the mini size. I believe they kind of size them by mini, medium, large. I always just get the mini size because I can stick them into 10-inch worms. You know, if I'm throwing a speed worm, if I'm throwing really anything, quite honestly, any soft plastic, I can fit these into any of them and not create a big bulge in the worm and kind of take away its running true in the water column and take away its natural look. So that's why I like that size, but check them out as well. It'll give you a different edge as far as fishing soft plastics. With worm fishing and flipping, pitching, anything like that, you got to have the old punch stops. These are from Lifted Jigs, but we got 2 in size medium and 2 in size large. I was kind of reading the reviews, and it looks like size large are really good for like 65-pound line. You may have noticed that, you know, your stop will essentially kind of rip up when you catch so many fish. It doesn't really do its job. That weight's going to keep sliding. So, you know, if you have one that's too small, it's going to rip too quick on bigger lines. So step up, get you some mediums for your smaller 30-40 pound braids, get you some large for the 50, 65, and even 80-pound braids. And that just goes into, you know, monofilament and fluorocarbon as well for your thicker lines there. These are some of my favorite skirts on the market. The first one being the Boss skirts. These things are nasty. These are the Invader series punch skirts. These are sweet. I have tons of different applications that I put them on, but we're gonna leave it at that. And then the Revenge, I really like their bluegill for clear water. We ran across a really good bluegill bite, so I figured, you know, this is obviously gonna have great applications. So Revenge Baits makes an awesome bluegill pattern and a really good skirt. I've never used their punch skirts, but I've used their other skirts before on back of spinner baits and jigs, so decided to give their punch skirts a try. And this one's been around, but we're gonna throw her in this vid. She's gonna make her little debut here in this video. And to be honest with you, I don't know what color. It would help if I put it upside, right side up. I don't know what color this is. But it's essentially just a blue back with a black dot. And this thing is sweet. It's gonna get some awesome action, some deep clear water. So I wanted to show you guys that. Next is the Suffix Performance Braid Gear Up. I got 6 spools here, Suffix Performance line. Really enjoy this braid. Actually highly encourage you to try, purchase, and use this braid. I've been using this stuff since I was like 12 years old. I remember this being the first spool line I ever bought to fish a horny toad on a spinning rod. Laugh at me all you want, but I remember it to this day. So we've got 4 spools of 65-pound braid. It was only $8 a spool, so I made sure to load up on them. Putting that on a topwater frog setup, hollow body frog, flipping, pitching, heavy jig, punching, all that good stuff. That's what that line is for. It's time to reload on heavy braid. And then I got some of the Performance Fuse. If you guys haven't used this line, it is really manageable, and 30-pound and 40-pound braid comes flying off one of those loose speed spools for topwater. So you're gonna be throwing anything from a walking style topwater bait, prop style topwater baits, to frogs, swim baits, you name it, this braid is gonna cast it. $4 a spool. There's the old price tag for you. Ollie's Liquidation, that store comes in clutch, so got 2 spools of that. I'm gonna let this kind of just be the sneak peek of awesome stuff to come this year, as well as awesome stuff to come here in the very near future. You know, I'm not going to do this unboxing. You guys are going to have to tune into that next video. I'm going to do this first MTB Pro unboxing. I was never really ever did these on camera before. Super stoked to get this. I've already peeked through it, and it's the nastiest, sickest, sweetest, you name it, crazy word out there. It's in this box. This thing is legit. It is packed full of stuff. And I believe the first Mystery Tackle Box slam that I ever do is going to be lights out on camera. It's going to be a fun video. So you guys are just going to have to stick around, tune in for that one. There's your little catch. I've been so excited to talk about this bait right here. It is the Reaction Innovations Machete Worm. I talked this thing up highly on Instagram. I talked it up highly back home. Super ribbed to create crazy water displacement. It's got that tail in the back that you can pull apart, swimming that through the water. Another versatile worm and another versatile rig to throw here in the southeast. Swimming it through grass, swimming on top, or just slowly bringing it through off the bottom, worming it. This worm is sweet, and there's definitely going to be an awesome video on this worm right here coming out as well, so stay tuned for that as well. Going to be going over Reaction Innovation stuff a lot. So as I was saying, this was an awesome video to film. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this kind of video. I feel it really helps people to see what other guys are buying, see what other guys are gearing up for the upcoming spring season. Like I said, I feel sorry for a lot of you northern guys just getting hounded and hounded with that winter weather, but you know, it's coming to an end soon. Spring is around the corner, so winter is going out the door. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of tackle video. I wanted to push something a little different, take a break from fishing for a minute and give you guys this insight. I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of people do ask for, you know, tips of upcoming spring baits, and I figured why not show one huge pilot video for you guys. So I hope you guys stay tuned, get out there and catch some fish, get out there and get confident on some new techniques, y'all. That's one of the biggest, you know, tips I can tell somebody is get out there and get confident on new lures, techniques, and strategies. That's how you become a better tournament angler and just an all-around better fisherman. We'll see you guys right back here on the Bass All Year channel. Thanks again for the constant support, you returning subscribers. Thumbs up to you guys. Check out the Bass All Year fishing page on Instagram. That is a lot of the behind the scenes, so you guys know how it goes. Apparel, decals, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys right back here for the next video. Thanks again, tuning out. Take it easy, y'all.